It's been a bad couple of months for Disney. Flopbuster after flopbuster, Nelson Peltz firing on all cylinders with his proxy war, and Gino Carano, with the backing of Elon Musk, suing Disney for unlawful termination. So how does Bob Iger react with the shareholders pounding on his door demanding answers? Why, by buying a massive stake in Epic Games and by kicking off a costly shared universe and yet another foray into gaming. Despite the fact that the last time Disney waded into the waters of gaming, they got BTFO'd to the point that they decided that licensing was the better part of valor. But I'm getting ahead of myself here, so let's tackle the Carano lawsuit first, shall we? Elon has had his knives sharpened for the Disney company for a while now.
But go yourself.
And Gina's treatment by the Walt Disney Company gave him the perfect opportunity for what is one facet of what I believe to be his plot of revenge for the Twitter adpocalypse. Carano is not suing Disney for that much in the grand scheme of things, but this lawsuit gives Gina and Elon the opportunity to drag Disney through discovery, which I think could be both enlightening and hilarious, more importantly. Can you imagine if they got their hands on the DMs demanding Gina Carano's firing? If anyone has a shot at pulling Disney down and rubbing their noses in their mistakes, it's Elon Musk. And speaking of the future master of Mars, we should probably bring up this little chestnut.
Looking cool. So what brings you to the Lola carpet?
I'm just here with friends, thinking about companies to acquire.
Whoa, like Fab TV?
Now, many people took this to mean Disney, and while I doubt
don't
Elon
advertise.
would go
You don't want them to
anywhere
advertise?
near that dumpster fire, this elderly gentleman behind him, yeah, that's Nelson Peltz. And Elon could give him $1 billion or $2 billion to take those seats at the table that Peltz wants so badly. Why? Because
Go yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
I have a feeling that Bob Iger will come to regret making an enemy of Elon Musk, as the richest man in the world can swing around a pretty big financial beating stick. And this brings us around firmly to the earnings call, in which we learned that Disney is doing fine, guys! We even made a profit last year! That was totally not because we didn't produce anything for the last quarter because of a strike that crippled the entire industry. What we also learned was that Disney has decided to throw its hat into the gaming realm yet again with the acquisition of a $1.5 billion stake in Epic Games, in conjunction with an announcement that they are going to create a shared universe that will allow Disney to milk gamers for money, because did you know that gaming is popular?
An important step when you look at the demographic trends and you look at where Gen Alpha and Gen Z and even millennials are spending their time in media. It's pretty dramatic in terms of the amount of time spent in games. In fact, almost equal to, in some demographics, or equal to or greater than how people are spending their time on movies and television.
And then we got the sledgehammer to the face that was the announcement that Disney lost 1.3 million core subscribers on Disney Plus in the last quarter.
That's gotta hurt.
The price hike and password sharing crackdown in an era when most people can't afford to buy gas is probably a large reason for this. So in closing, Bob Iger is a one-trick pony. He will buy company, wreck said company, buy into another company to subsidize the losses, all the while completely foisting all blame onto disposable third parties. This next year is going to be an interesting one, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. I'm looking forward to seeing whether or not Bob Iger's chickens come home to roost. But tell me what you think down below. This has been Pete, the Heretical Nerd, signing off.